Do you find it difficult and challenging to make watercolor landscapes? Let us address your problem and let us make a very simplified watercolor landscapes within a couple of minutes using loose and bold approach. Hi friend, I am Vanidas Mangathil and let us learn watercolors together. I am using a cold pressed 100% cotton watercolor paper, and the brand that I am using is an Indian brand called Chitrapad. It's a 270 GSM paper, but you can use any cold pressed watercolor paper, preferably 100% cotton. So I have mixed some green color using sap green and a little bit of rose sienna. Okay, some warm green color, and let us make a piece of land. Okay, it is very simplified landscapes. We are not going to make it complicated. So I'm adding little bit blue color, which is cobalt blue, to make it slightly darker and to make some kind of tonal variation to this piece of land. I don't want to make it look very flat just with one color. So as we come down, as we come towards the foreground, as we come to the bottom of the painting, I am making it even more darker to get a sense of depth. So I am using a mop brush for this, a synthetic squirrel imitation mop brush. You can use any soft mop brush for this. And I am kind of suggesting some vertical brushworks and some horizontal brushworks to create some sort of texture and tone variation. Okay, now this looks like a piece of green land. Okay, so we are making it very simple. We are not making it complicated. We have to practice in a very simplified way. Now I'm spraying some water to the bottom so that I don't want to make the foreground very complicated. Little bit of texture by water spray looks good to me, so I just tried it. Okay, you can also experiment when you do these watercolors. Do experiment, and I mean lifting off some of the water which is flowing down. So I think this much is good enough. Splashing some water droplets to create some texture so that it looks like there is some green land and there are some textures, maybe some grass or something there, to make it little interesting. Okay, so you may have to practice this splattering of water. It may not come good to you. Even with me, there are some bigger droplets which I should have avoided, and some of those darker variations I have lost it. Now I'm reinstating those horizontal darker lines, and I think we are pretty much done with the land portion, with the foreground portion. I don't want to make it very complicated. Okay, now let us make a very pale sky using cobalt blue and a touch of burnt umber. Okay, cobalt blue and a touch of burnt umber, and let us make it a very simple sky. Okay, so I'm making it a little faster. The paper on the sky area is dry, so you are finding some white sparklet. Some area is left paper white, so I'm just leaving it and using those white as some suggestions for clouds. Okay, so this is sufficient to be it's a reasonably very simple sky and not very complicated, and I think we are done with the sky. I don't want to make it very complicated. Now we have the sky, we have the land. There is something to connect the sky and the land. That means around the horizon I am making little bit of cobalt blue and burnt umber to make it dark gray blue, maybe a touch of crimson to that, maybe dark gray purple sort of a color. And let us make something at the foreground far away so that it connects the land as well as the sky. Okay, I'm lifting out some accumulated water first, and then let us make this far end. Okay, very simple. The top area where my brushes are moving, it is wet, so you will find that the top portion is spreading and the bottom portion which is connecting to the land, it is dry to certain extent. It is not fully dry, the paper is still damp, so you will find some spreading happening on both the top edge as well as the bottom edge. So if you are finding this video informative, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please share this to your artist friends so that they also can take benefit of these tutorial videos. Please also press the bell notification so that you get notified of my future videos. And now we have connected the sky and the land with some far end elements, some bushes or foliages, and now I think we are pretty much done with the painting. Okay, so whatever the major shapes are done, the major elements are connected now, and it is all making sense. Okay, so we could treat it as done, because this much of practice if you do, I think that is sufficient enough. And at this point I wanted to suggest some darker trees or something to make it little bit more interesting. Okay, some more maybe nearby trees or bushes, etc., and some darker touches here and there, not too much detailed. See, I don't want to make it complicated. If we wanted, we could make it very complicated, we could add lots and lots of details, but that is not the objective. Our objective is to make it very simple, and to make it little convincing and loose and bold. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done with our objective. Our objective is met, and we can treat this as pretty much done. So I'm just looking at if I should do something more or not. Please do let me know what you think. Do you think that we should add more element to this and make it even more interesting and complicated? Probably. See, the objective here is to make it simple, to make it doable, and to make it quick. See, the practice can be made quicker and simpler, less complicated, and the more and more you practice, the more and more control you will get on these big washes and bold elements. Once you reach at that stage, you can do a lot of additional elements to create story, to improve the composition, and to make it lively, etc. Okay, so some vertical element I was thinking to make. I'm using a liner brush for this. Okay, and some mix of Payne's grey and maybe burnt sienna. Okay, some sort of touches. Actually, these are not required. We could have stopped at this point itself, but still we all are not that disciplined. We all have a little bit of tendency to keep on making some details. I think we should avoid adding more and more details. We should stop whenever you think we are done. We should stop it. Okay, so this is the place at which we can probably stop, and we can treat it as done. And I am sort of signing it to declare this as done. Okay, I hope you found this video informative, and you can use this, follow along this and practice. So thank you very much for watching this video. And as I mentioned, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. If you have any question, comment, query, suggestions, etc., please do write them into the comment box below. And please do share this video to your artist friends so that they can also take benefit of these videos. Thank you very much once again. We will soon see you with another interesting tutorial, and happy painting until then.